Yo, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Cosmos and the Cosmos ecosystem. I've also been stacking Atom like crazy over the past few months. I even sold half of my Polkadot stack and half of my ADA stack because those two coins have been previously my biggest bets, but then they went up so much in value. So I flipped them for Atom and also for Hedera Hashgraph. But in today's video, I want to give an update about Atom, especially with strong focus on the Atom tokenomics. Because a lot of you guys have asked me, yo, Sito, what is the tokenomics? Why should I buy Atom, right? What's the use of it? So in today's video, I want to focus on one specific article from the community that is really summarizing it very nicely. And if you're excited about that, then make sure you hit up the subscribe button, like this video, share it with 1 or 2 friends, and also make sure that you watch this entire thing. But first things first, let's check where Atom is standing today. It is standing at a price of $22.69, just up 2.8%, nothing wild. And I think right now we're seeing the market has recovered from last week's crash, and a lot of strong fundamentals are going to bounce incredibly hard, right? Actually, in fact, Cosmos has been pretty stable over the past few weeks. It didn't even dump much. It didn't even, go do any parabolic move. So I guess that's still coming up. Hence, I'm also doing this video because I want to raise awareness on this, right? Because maybe you'll like this video and then you conduct your further research and you'll be able to take smarter decisions based on information from that video. And maybe you like the project, right? So I'm just sharing my personal research results here. Of course, no financial advice, blah, blah, blah. But guys, $22.69, market cap of 5.4 billion, which is absolutely nothing. And I think BNB has a market cap of almost 100 billion. Like 90 billion or something like that. So that gives you an idea of the potential upward or the upward potential that we might see here also for Atom, right? There's total of 238 million coins in circulation. The total supply is here with the infinite symbol, and we're going to be talking about that. So if you want to learn about the tokenomics, make sure you stick around to the very end of the video. If we zoom out a little bit, guys, I've been saying this on my video a few days ago. Since February, we're basically going sideways. Massive volume is here. Maybe that's a reaccumulation phase here, right? And we're just preparing for the next move up. And there's actually a lot of incredibly strong fundamental signals that might indicate that a massive move to the upside is imminent, guys. And that's all about it for the current tokenomics here on CoinGecko. We're ranked on 31, which is crazy, like absolutely crazy. Keep in mind 5.4 billion. If we look at, for example, well, Tether is a stable coin, but Cardano is almost 10x bigger than Cosmos, right? And Cosmos is securing a value of more than $100 billion worth of projects that are right now built and launched on the Cosmos ecosystem. So that gives you an indication how severely undervalued and underrated Cosmos is, in my opinion, right? If you just look at the fundamentals and also the size of the project, the problem they're trying to resolve, it's huge, right? And you see Dogecoin at 7, guys. This is also nuts, right? There has been no real development on Dogecoin over the past few years, but it's trading at $40 billion evaluation. But anyway, that's one thing. So let's get started with basically the Cosmos Hub, just to give you a little bit of context also, that you better understand why Cosmos matters, why the Atom coin matters, and how all is kind of like linked together, right? So I get this question a lot. Well, first things first, Cosmos is not one blockchain, right? Cosmos is a huge network of hundreds, eventually thousands, and maybe in the future, even millions of blockchains, right? That's the big grand vision here, to build a large network of blockchains or internet of blockchains, right? So that's the sales pitch in 3 words. Cosmos is the internet of blockchains, right? So that's what Cosmos is. And the heart of all is the Cosmos Hub, right? So the Cosmos Hub is where Atom resides, the coin that we just talked about. And it's also the heart of the so-called interchain, right? So they call it interchain, which is that network of blockchains. Now, what is the main point of the Cosmos Hub, right? So because somebody asked that in the comment section of my previous video, Yosito, why do we need a Cosmos Hub, right? If there's different hubs, why do we still need a Cosmos Hub, right? It could be somehow replaced, right? But well, so the Cosmos Hub, the main hub, is not just the home of Atom, but it also fulfills those four crucial, essential roles in the broader Cosmos ecosystem, right? So first, it's a marketplace. And we are seeing now a lot of things are being added to that, right? The Gravity DEX is going live on the Cosmos Hub. We're seeing also synthetic asset marketplaces are in the discussion. Swapping protocols, right? All these cool things are going to come. It's still not there yet, but it's going to come. Security provider. The Cosmos Hub is the home of Atom, and it provides security for other chains as well in the future, right? We have this model of shared security coming up later this year. So other chains similar to the Polkadot Relay chain, other chains, smaller chains will be able to connect to the Cosmos Hub and benefit from its strong security, right? And you just have to look up the numbers, how many atoms are staked, and basically back the security of the network. Then you have the Cosmos Hub as a router, right? It's basically the origin of IBC, the inter-blockchain communication protocol, which enables the seamless connection between different hubs and zones, right, on the Cosmos ecosystem. And we're going to look in depth also into IBC in a second. And then lastly, it's also a custodian, right? So you can basically, store and secure your coins, your digital assets on the main hub. And if you want to learn more about that, just click here and you'll be able to read more. There's very cool stuff also regarding the staking. But that's not what we want to focus on today. That's just a little bit of context about what Cosmos is, how it works, and what the Cosmos Hub actually is, right? And remember, the Cosmos Hub is basically the first major blockchain within the Cosmos ecosystem. It's the home of Atom, and it's also the first implementation of IBC, right? That's also where the Tendermint team works on, right? Mostly. So these guys are like putting most of their energy, most of their resources, most of their brain juice into the Cosmos Hub. That's why it's probably the most advanced, with the most functionalities, and also the most research and development that's going on there, right? So that's just a little bit of context. Also, one thing that I wanted to mention as well is if you wanted to store Atom and also other Cosmos-based cryptocurrencies, you can do that best through Keplr, right? So I'm using Keplr, and it's pretty cool, easy to use. It's everything at one glance. You can send, you can delegate, you can stake, you can do whatever. You can look up network statistics. That's really, really, really easy to use. Basically, it's a browser extension, and you can also stake multiple assets here, right? So for example, right now, the Cosmos Hub staking rewards are 10.85% for Atom, right? For staking Atom. And that's pretty high and compelling, right? Kava, 27.45. Secret Network, previously Enigma, nearly 30%, right? Like there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do here. You can also vote on governance proposals here, and there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do here. You see governance here, but I'm not going to go into detail here. Just check that out. If you want to use and store Atom or any Cosmos-based project securely, right? I'm also a big fan of IrisNet, as it shows up here. You can also stake your Iris coins right here through Keplr. You can see also here the validators, right? And everything. You can just delegate to them and boom, it's done. So that's just something to get started with. But now I want to get into this first. So where do we stand right now with Cosmos, right? It's end of April 2021. 4 months of the year have been over, and actually already a lot has happened, right? So we saw Stargate released in February, right? And Stargate was basically the completion of the original roadmap of Cosmos. And I have not come across any other project in the crypto space that has not only delivered parts of their roadmap or white paper, but they actually finished the white paper. They achieved all the bullets on the white paper, right? With the release of IBC. And IBC is the first kind of like public protocol that really enables cross-chain communication, transfer of value, and seamless interaction of different multiple blockchains, right? So that's really, really cool. Also, the Gravity DEX is launching. It didn't launch in Q1. It's actually coming now in May. They already opened up the registration. So you can now sign up. I think until the 3rd or 4th of May, you can still sign up. And then they have a 1-week trading competition with prices of more than $200,000 worth of several coins on the Atom and Cosmos network. So you can win a lot of prizes there potentially. That's why you have to sign up. And I strongly recommend you to do that if you're interested, or even if you're holding Atom anyways already, right? So please do that. It might be very lucrative for you. So that's one thing that's still coming up, the Gravity DEX. Another thing that's also coming up is the Gravity Bridge, right? So you have the Gravity DEX, which is a decentralized automated market making system that also enables swaps, drives a lot of utility for Atom. And then you have the Gravity Bridge, which is designed also by bHarvest and Althea, and it's going to be the bridge between Ethereum and Cosmos, right? So it also enables, the seamless transfer between those two chains. It's specifically designed for that Ethereum ecosystem, and I think that's a very smart move. Why? Because Ethereum is still the largest player, the largest blockchain ecosystem in the whole world, right? With hundreds of billions of value that is running on Ethereum. So that's really, really cool and important. I like to see that. Also interchain accounts, we're going to look into this in a second. Q3 is supposed to bring staking derivatives, right? Osmosis is going to launch. If you have been watching my channel now for a couple of months, you know what Osmosis is. You know that you're eligible for the airdrop that they did in February 18th. And a lot of cool things, right? Maybe even liquid staking of Atom. So that's a very important quarter, or a very important milestone, I would say. And then the last milestone, like if they achieve all that, like that's huge, guys. I'm bullish like AF. This is huge. Shared security and a Bitcoin bridge. I mean, what more do you want, right? Like shared security is always something that people complain about when they compare Polkadot with Cosmos. They complain that, oh, Cosmos doesn't have shared security, means that you don't have to lock up Atom in order to benefit from the security of the Cosmos hub. And that is something that you have, for example, on Polkadot right now. But guys, it's coming on Cosmos. And in fact, the model or the way that Cosmos started, as in first allowing chains to build and like a whole sovereign ecosystem by their own, a staking validator network. We're seeing it on Luna. We're seeing it also on BNB, right? Like they're all having their own sovereign blockchains and security models. But I think now as the space gets more crowded, as there's more demand, it makes sense to offer shared security as an option, right? For smaller chains that want to just accelerate their time to market and get faster to the market, right? So that's a very, very, very exciting milestone on their roadmap. And yeah, this report actually from Upblog came out, I think, just a few days ago. This is also one thing I wanted to share here from this report before we move on to the tokenomics, is the ecosystem, right? And guys, like, I'm sure you know a lot of those projects, right? Torchain, Terra, Kava, right? Matic, QuackChain, Ben Protocol for oracles, right? Like there's a boatload of projects that are built on Cosmos, on the Cosmos SDK. They're implementing Tendermint, implementing IBC, right? Akash has been here as Akash. It's a cloud computing project. It's now the third project that just announced that they're implementing IBC natively after Iris and obviously the Cosmos Hub, Iris, and now Akash is the third one. So this is really cool. I love to see more and more projects implementing IBC. Torchain and Cover are going to do it as well. They have already announced and confirmed that. And I think Crypto.com as well. Like there's a lot of projects that are going to implement IBC. But that's something on the side here. Read this report. It covers a lot of things from GitHub activity to community data. And yeah, up there is also the token sale, the team of Tendermint, right? How it all started, the Interchain Foundation. Very cool, comprehensive article. And strongly recommend you to read that. Now, another very important article, and it's also the last piece I wanted to share with you before we wrap it up for today, is this article posted by Tico Johnny. Big shout out to you, man. That's a very, very comprehensive article regarding the tokenomics of Atom and also IBC. So I will link the post. I will link the article down below here under this video. But let's briefly go through it so that we also are all on the same page and understand what Atom is actually and how it works, right? So let's start with the inflation, right? Because inflation is something that a lot of people are scared of, right? They say, oh, inflation is bad. I want hard money, right? Bitcoin is hard money. Ethereum is now hard money with EIP 1559. But guys, inflation, if it's properly designed, is probably one of the best tools how you can incentivize people to secure the chain, right? To become stakers, to also earn passive income, right? Because guys, if you earn 2% or if you earn 10%, you rather earn 10% than 2%, right? And this dynamic inflation model that Atom has always readjusts so that it's compelling enough for people to stake, or if it's overloaded with stakes, then they will decrease in order to increase the circulation of Atom, right? So that's in a nutshell what it is and how it works. But let's look into it a little bit more detail. So in a proof of stake model, staking secures the network. By implementing inflation, new tokens are created and distributed to the network participants who participate by securing the network and voting on new governance, right? So those are basically the two main use cases for Atom right now. You're securing the network and you're voting through governance proposals, right? So inflation is very useful in early stages of a network's growth, right? So that's how you attract new users. That's how you achieve network effects and real adoption. And Atom has the following model. The inflation has a floor of 7% and a ceiling of 20%, right? So it's dynamic between this range, within this range. The target percentage, and this is very key, the target percentage of supplied, of total supply coins staked is 66%. So that means the target of the protocol is to say, hey, we want that 66% of the total supply are being staked, right? So you have to provide the proper programmed incentive for people to stake or unstake to achieve and maintain this target percentage, right? Now, how do they do that? Well, the network uses an algorithm to maintain this level. When the staked percentage of total supply is above 66%, the inflation heads down to the floor of 7%. What does it mean? It means that your staking rewards are going down, right? Because there's less inflation distributed to the stakers, means that you earn less from the inflation. When the stake rate is below 66%, the inflation rate starts heading up towards the ceiling 20%, means that you earn more, right? The rate at which the inflation changes is proportional to how far you are away from 66%, right? So that's in a nutshell how this works. And if we check where we're currently at in terms of ratio of staked assets in terms of relative to the total supply, we're right now at 64.84%. And you can look that up on stakingrewards.com. And that basically means that the rewards are currently higher because the protocol and the algorithm wants to achieve the 66%, right? So they want to, the algorithm wants to attract and incentivize users now to stake. Hence, the reward is higher, right? So that's just a quick side note here. Going back to this article, what are the core functionalities, right? What are the core functionalities of Atom right now? Well, right now, the core functionality is securing the Cosmos hub, meaning that staking is the process of locking up a digital asset to provide economic security for a public blockchain. So that's the main reason why people buy and stake Atom right now, right? Of course, that's the theoretic reason. The main reason is probably because they want to, get crazy rich with it and speculate on the price. But from a fundamental and technical level, this is the main reason, right? And I got 99% of my Atom staked right now. And by the way, because also a lot of people have asked me, I'm going to hold most likely a lot of my Atoms throughout the bear market, because that's actually a project that has been in the works and up and running for many years. And I don't see it vanishing, right? Sure, there's fluctuations, volatility, and if Cosmos goes to crazy highs, I obviously will take profits, but that's still something that I want to buy back in the bear market. and hodl throughout the next couple of years, right? So that's just a quick side note. So securing the hub, number one, staking for APY, number two, right? We've just seen on Keplr, it's even above 10%. On-chain governance, you can vote, you can use it for, having a say in the protocol. And now fourth, stake drops. And stake drops is a very cool concept because it also incentivizes people to lock up coins, right? For example, I bought a boatload of Luna a few months ago because they have so many cool airdrops coming up, right? Or stake drops. So you are only eligible for airdrops if you have your assets staked. In some cases, even you have to stake them with a certain validator, but in most cases, you just get it for staking it to the network, right? And what does it mean? Well, it basically means new chains building with the Cosmos SDK, and there's already hundreds of it, right? And hundreds in the pipeline, have incentives to stake drop to Atom holders because they will also likely stake the tokens drop to them, right? So basically able to maybe generate users based on your preferred target audience, right? Because those guys that stake Atom, they are already convinced of the ecosystem. They love the project. They love Cosmos and the ecosystem. So maybe this is a potential user for you as well, right? And that's also how you can bootstrap security on your own chain. Some examples have been Osmosis, we talked about it, Juno, which is another smart contract platform, Persistence.one. If you want to learn about persistence, I strongly recommend you to follow Imasi on Twitter. He's really, really hard and bullish on that one, and I love it. But I just didn't get a chance yet to dive deeply into that. And Swift Chain as well, right? So they have already done stake drops. And that's a very cool use case, right? Because it's also exciting and you're earning free money basically. Now, what's coming up in the very near future is the Gravity DEX, which we already said. I'm going to launch actually next week. The incentivized testnet is coming. So that's really, really cool. Decentralized liquidity pools, right? So you can do anything that you're already doing right now on Uniswap. Through Aave, right? You can maybe lend it. There's decentralized finance protocols coming up more and more and more. The Gravity bridge to Ethereum. So it's gas rewards for use of the bridge that will be shared between Atom validators and delegators, right? So you can also, you're also incentivized to stake your Atom because there will be increased traffic and activity on the chain. And also Atom DeFi in general, right? So there's a lot of cool things that are confirmed that are going to come. And in the slightly further future, what else is coming? And this, guys, is obviously, this is huge. I mean, all these things put together is going to drive so much demand and utility, let's say, demand as well, but utility for Atom that I'm beyond excited and beyond bullish about. Interchange staking, shared security, right? As I said earlier, Polkadot has this model already that you can lock up your DOT and benefit from the relay chain security in Polkadot. And now soon you can also do that through the Cosmos Hub, right? So there has already been a proposal that was passed, and new blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem might be able to pay as needed to rent security from the hub's validators, right? So if I recall correctly, I think there was a proposal that passed already, and it's going to come, shared security. So that's really, really cool. Bridges to other blockchains, like we're seeing with the Gravity bridge. There's other bridges to come. We've seen on the roadmap has been the Bitcoin bridge, of course. That's really, really cool. Drives more traffic and transaction rewards for validators and delegators. Really good stuff. Liquid staking, as I was mentioning earlier. So atoms that earn rewards remain bonded and cannot participate in the DeFi ecosystem. Liquid staking basically fixes this, right? So you can take your Atom and you can, your staked Atom, and you can use them in DeFi, right? So it makes it much more functional and usable. NFT minting, NFTs, guys, and is a really huge use case in 2021. So there's apparently a working group that is currently developing interchain standards for NFTs, and also the general hub for IBC. This is the key to the Cosmos as a whole and creates a huge range of possibilities for Atom, but it's worth noting that these capabilities are still latent. They have not been created yet. And if they manage to build that, that's basically the next level for the blockchain economy as a whole, right? Because IBC itself is already a revolution, but if they can even expand on that, it's going to be pretty large. Right, lastly here, a short and brief overview of what IBC is, the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol. And what it basically does is it can be used to build a wide range of cross-chain applications, which include token transfers, atomic swaps, multi-chain smart contracts with or without mutually comprehensive virtual machines, and data and code sharing of various kinds, right? But that's a full stack interoperability protocol that includes all of these cool features that you just heard. And it basically means, so this sums it up in a very nice way, few seem to understand that IBC for Cosmos chains means that one chain can hold another chain's tokens. And this is huge, guys. This is true interoperability, the Internet of Blockchain in action. And one thing I wanted to mention here as well, or point out actually, is interchain accounts. It's basically a universal wallet that will enable you to hold different assets from different chains, from different protocols, all in one place, right? And we still don't have that. I mean, still right now you have to have multiple wallets, you have to have different accounts on exchanges and decentralized wallets and browser extensions. Solana, for example, doesn't really have a solid wallet out yet. So interchain accounts are going to be probably one of the most important pillar of Cosmos as we move forward. And also interchain collateral means that you can use Atom as collateral on other chains, for example, on Terra, to lend or borrow other assets. So many cool things are coming here. Really love this article. Thanks for putting in the work. And yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this video. I hope you took something from it, some sort of value, some learning about what Cosmos is, why it's a big deal, and why I'm so beyond bullish about it, right? Because eventually fundamentals are going to reflect on the chart, and you want to hold strong fundamentals, right? You want to take the time that you also in this crypto space to learn and research about these projects and really understand what are they doing, why are they existing, right? What's the utility of the coin? And I think together we can just learn also from each other here. We can build a great community, and just I always say, make crazy money in the short term while we're actually funding the Web3 in the long term. That said, I hope you guys stay safe, be good, and I'll see you in the next time.